Okay, so today we're going to talk about solving equations with the distributive property. Okay, solving equations with the distributive property. So the first thing we want to do, let's go ahead and rewrite this. We have 2 times t minus 7 minus negative 6 equals 8. Okay, we're going to start off and we are going to distribute for this one. Okay, we're going to distribute. Because we have this minus negative 6, we can go ahead and distribute after we kind of simplify this out here. I have this as plus 6. Remember, when you subtract a negative, what you're really doing is adding, okay? What you're really doing is adding. So I have this distribution. You have two options. You can distribute or you can go ahead and what you want to do is you'll subtract 6 from both sides. You end up with 2 times t minus 7 equals 2, okay? Well, we can distribute this and make it 2t minus 14, or I can divide both sides by 2 because this 2 is getting multiplied by what's inside the parentheses. So this becomes 1, right? And I'm left with t minus 7 equals, what we do to one side, we have to do the other. So t minus 7 equals 1. So let's go ahead and resume it right here. We have t minus 7 equals 1, and all I need to do now to get this t by itself is add 7. And what I do to one side, I got to do to the other. So I'm left with t on the left and 8 on the right. Okay? So your answer would be t equals 8. Okay? Now we're going to follow that same process here, but this time we've got to distribute, okay? Because we're not going to divide that 4 from both sides. That'll make our problem so complicated, so we're going to just distribute this in. 4 times h is 4h, and 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, equals 3h, okay? So we have 4h minus 4 equals 3h. I need to get the constants and the variables all on one side. Well, all the constants are over here on the left side. There are no other constants, no other numbers by themselves. So I'm going to subtract this 4h to get the constants all by themselves on the left side. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I'm left with negative 4. And then we have 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4, right? So that would be negative 1h, okay? We don't want to know what negative h is. We want to know what negative 4 is. So we're going to divide by negative 1. So negative h divided by negative 1. Well, anything divided by 1 is just itself. And a negative divided by negative is a positive. So this is h equals a negative divided by negative is a positive. So 4 divided by 1 is 4. H equals 4. Okay? That'll be your answer there. All right, this one is actually a little bit easier than that one, I would say, because I'm going to start off. We have 3 multiplied by the quantity of s plus 8. So I'll divide by 3. And all I'm left with is s plus 8 on the left side. What I do to one side, I've got to do the other. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. And now I will just subtract 8 on both sides to get that s by itself. Negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10. That's your answer. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see what the next one has in store for us. Maybe this one's a little bit tougher. And it is. This one will have to distribute, actually distribute. Okay. As a matter of fact, we don't even have to distribute on this one. We can actually divide by 7 because it goes evenly into 7m. But let's just distribute because I think that would probably be the easiest thing for us to do. 7 times 2m is 14m. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. Okay. I want to get all the variables to one side. I already have all the numbers on one side. They're all on the right side. So I'm just going to subtract 14m. Okay, I'm left with negative 21 on that right side. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 7 minus 14 is negative 7, so negative 7m. And then I'm left with negative 7 multiplied by m. The inverse operation here of multiplication is division. So I will divide by negative 7. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is just 1, so I'm left with m equals negative divided by negative is a positive. 21 divided by 7 is 3. And that is our final problem we're going to do together. So m equals 3. I hope that that was helpful.